What are some things that we can be doing internally or externally to support aging, support skin, longevity, all of that?
Oh, I was about to say longevity. I mean, I think the premise of Chinese medicine is that it's a longevity medicine, right? It's less about putting out the fires when something happens or putting a Band-Aid on it. It's like, how can we create a healthy body, a vital body, than to make you or age gracefully rather than be fearful of aging. And it's nourishing the body inside and outside and in, right? I mean, it's finding the right skincare that is for you, clean skincare that is getting to your concerns. But how can you eat your skincare? And ever since I was young, it was always so core to how we treated beauty. My mom was a beauty fanatic and taught us skincare when we were 8, but also taught us, you have to eat certain things. We'd always have different soups with tremella mushrooms, with goji berries, jujube dates, with peach gum. And as a kid, I'm like, what is this weird gushy thing? And I'd eat it with no understanding of it. And until I studied Chinese medicine, I'm like, oh my God, it's so good for you.
What does it do exactly?
Yeah. So a lot of the things that I just listed, right? The tremella mushrooms, the goji berries, jujube dates, peach gum. There's 2 main factors that lead to great skin, right? When we think about when we age, we lose a lot of fluid. We get wrinkly, we get dry. So what is that substance we're missing? It's this fluid. And so in Chinese medicine, we call it our yin, like yin. It's our yin to our yang. It's almost our body's cooling system. It's the fluid that our body holds. It's like, hence when you get a little bit older, you always have peeing issues because you have to pee a lot because you're losing all of it. So how can you keep that all in your body and make your reservoir higher to a point where when you get older, you have more to back off, right? So you have to eat foods nourishing in yin. And what is a big component of this yin is also the blood in our body. So how can we eat to nourish our blood? It's foods that are iron rich, B vitamin rich. It's, red meats. I'm a big proponent of red meat in Chinese medicine. And in Asian culture, you don't meet any vegans. I'd be kind of ostracized if I were a vegan in my Chinese household.
Remy though, right?
Yeah. Yes. Oh, I love her. But she does it right.
Yeah.
But that's so funny.
I saw her comment on your matcha video.
Oh, yeah. She's like, duh, I can't see this.
I was like, oh, it reached her.
Yeah, I guess, back to this yin and blood, right? We need this vitality. So how can we eat this in our body to, again, create this reservoir that's high enough to create longevity and skin health? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like tremella mushroom, that's like the one that everybody knows. That's the snow
fungus, snow
right?
fungus, or white fungus, or it's funny, when I was younger, my mom would always say it's like the half-ass version of what bird's nest is.
Oh.
I don't know if you know what bird's nest soup is, but it's always served in weddings. It's almost, it's a very prized Asian food. It's literally like swallow nest, and they take it off the side of the mountain and they boil it in a way and you eat it because it's so high in yin. And as a kid, I was like, this is so gross, I want to eat it. And so instead, my mom would put tremella mushrooms in soup.
What skincare did she teach you when you were 8?
I think it was more just so like, this is what I'm doing. Yeah, take care of it. Wash your face, like moisturize it. And at 8, we weren't doing that. It's more so we were watching our mom do it until we hit like our puberty years. And I started breaking out. She was like, now you have to wash your face and put on the skincare. But for so long, it was Clinique. It was what was all over Hong Kong. Whether it's clean or not, like it helped my face. I didn't really have a lot of acne as a kid. I actually had pretty debilitating acne 3 years ago in my adult life.
So what did you do to clear that up? Because your skin is flawless.
Thank you. I went through a journey, and it's Chinese medicine. And I went through everything holistically. Like, I mean, when I tell you just the emotional aspect of how bad skin can really affect you, like I've been there. I was to a point where I'm like, I want to get on Accutane, but I'm like, I cannot. This is the antithesis of a holistic doctor in Chinese medicine. So let me figure it out holistically. I got acupuncture weekly to balance my hormones. I was on a slew of different Chinese herbal formulas specific to my condition. A lot of people always ask, what formula were you on? I'm like, I can't. I mean, I can share, but don't take it because it may not be right for you, because it was my underlying cause of why my acne was happening.
Yeah. I mean, I think until you experience it, it's hard to understand like how disheartening it is.
Exactly.
And frustrating to feel like you're doing everything right.
And then nothing's working.
Yeah. And I mean, I remember I would do everything, and then I would get something new and I would put it on my face at night, and I would wake up and the first thing I would do was like touch my face and feel, because I had all around my neck and my jaw, like, and the side of my face. That was where I had it so bad when it happened to me 3 years ago as well. And to feel like that hope again, and then I would feel my face and then look in the mirror
Yeah,
and be
you're
like,
just like,
oh my God, and there's like a million new cysts, you know?
Yes,
like it's
exactly.
just so frustrating. You
I
don't
did
want to go
everything.
out.
Yeah, I did everything. It was the first time I actually I think explored a lot of skincare, because to me, I'm like, how can I address it internally? Because I was doing the acupuncture, I was taking the herbs, but it takes time and patience. So I'm like, but how do I get the facials? How do I do the chemical peels? There was a moment in my life I did everything and I stripped my barrier and it made my acne worse. It's where I learned that vitamin C was actually too active for my personal skin and it was making me break out. But because of the vitamin C craze, oh my God, I probably sifted through 10 or 15 different types of vitamin C in different brands. And it took me a while to understand that, okay, that's probably one of the things causing my breakout, but also all of the root cause. I was on birth control for 10 years. I got off of it. My body wasn't absorbing B12. I was really, what we say in Chinese medicine, blood deficient. I was getting lightheaded easily. I was fatigued. You know, there was so much more about my body that I was like, okay, this is why my skin's reacting. My gut was off. I got COVID like 3 times within like 4 months, you know? I'm like, okay, everything's off balance.
Yeah, that's interesting. That happened to me too, right around the time that I had the acne. I don't think it was COVID related, but I was also having some gut stuff going on. And then I got COVID for the first time and it was bad. And I remember somebody saying like COVID exacerbates like the symptoms that you normally get when you're sick. So mine was I did have a bad cough and cold and, you know, all of the respiratory stuff for like 2-3 days. And then it was like purely neurological. I mean, I felt drunk and like I was never going to get better because I had vertigo and like debilitating anxiety. It was very it was very neurological. And then I got better. And then like 2 weeks later, I was positive again. And so it was just, there was a lot going on. My body was like very weak, I think is what I'm getting at.
Yeah. And I was there too. I mean, it was a point in my career where I was, you know, studying so much. I was stressed about life. And again, the core of it is how do you manage your stress? Yeah.